So I wanted to do a bit more of a deep dive into smithing and how to farm the correct items you need from the correct monsters. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and basically craft ourselves a weapon that we want that's going to help us in the future. So as you can see right here, we've got ourselves a load of things unlocked, but we are missing certain things. So for example, if I wanted this, I needed a Quamatric Igniter. I need one more of those, right? So I need to figure out how I can get one of those. Well, there are multiple ways to find this out. So once you've explored the world a little bit and you've gone ahead and fought a lot of these monsters, you'll have yourself the monster field guide. As you can see here under info, head over to large monster field, and then we are going to have a look for the correct monster. Now, if you press RB or R1, it's going to give you all of their weaknesses, and then it's going to give you all the items they give you. Now, as you can see here, we're going to get ourselves the item that we need by checking through what we have here. So you can see here, the Quamatric Igniter is a 2-star frequency drop, and it is basically from this animal here. Now, with this animal in particular, we can have a look at his weaknesses. So as you can see here, it has effectiveness to poison, paralyze, and there are the traps as well. So knowing that I need paralyze, I have already created a weapon. And I'm going to go ahead and show you here the weapon I have made. Speaking to her. Now, I've already made this weapon pre-hand, but like I said, we want to go ahead and forge our next weapon, which is going to be this weapon here is what we want. Now, in terms of ones we have available, we are going to head back over to our camp tent here, and we're going to set up ready to go fight this monster. So we're going to go into our tent. We're going to set our first and secondary weapons. So you can see here, change our equipment, and here's our first weapon, longsword. And we are looking for one that does paralyze. Now, this one I know does because I crafted it already, so that's going to be our main weapon here, as it does 100 element of paralyze damage. And then our secondary weapon, we can just go for a stronger one. Anything to kind of just finish off the job, essentially. So we are going to go ahead and take this one here, right? Now that we are ready to go, we can also check our armor and see what attacks they do, but I know my armor is okay. And then we are going to locate this particular monster on the map. So to get the map up, we are going to have a look around, and we are just going to see if we can find this monster floating around. Now, it is nighttime. As you see, we've only got 2 of these around. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip a little bit further into the day until the monster appears, and then I can go ahead and get that sorted. So the creature has finally showed up, so we are going to go ahead and hunt him. You can see it's going to take 50 minutes maximum, and we're going to get a chance of getting all these items. Now, we are looking for one item in particular, which is this one here. So let's go ahead and head over to this hunter now, or this monster now, sorry, and go ahead and start fighting it. And I'll meet you back once I've gone ahead and completed it, or met him and then completed it. So we are now going to go ahead and start fighting him. We've got all of our weapons ready, and we've prepared ourselves with what he is weakest to. So let's go ahead and get straight into this. Now, like everything, fighting's very straightforward in case you didn't know. We are just looking to try and get the weak points, or the wounds as it causes a frame rate struggling like mad right now. We're aiming for the tail first, avoiding the attacks when we can. There's our first hit. And we've got ourselves the first igniter straight away. So we could end the fight now and run away. But we might as well finish him off as we're very, very strong against him. Broke his tail already. But we got the igniter in the first, basically the first equipment available. So we can go ahead and level up that weapon already and get ourselves a new weapon that we need. He's now paralyzed. There's another wound hit. Broke his tail off, and now we can crack on with the rest. There we go, he has been slayed. We can now reuse the rest of his carcass to get other items that we need. We managed to get the items we wanted pretty much straight away. Cut his tail off as well, nice and straightforward. So let's go ahead and now carve the carcass. Get ourselves a chest, scale, and another scale. So nothing too crazy there. But let's go ahead and head back to camp now. We can go and do that sword that we wanted, or armor that we needed as well. As we get some extra items, you can see here, target rewards. We have a look what's available here. We can see we get ourselves another igniter. We get a crest, as we know. These are all the weapons we picked up. Some iron ore, blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and claim them all, send them all to our box. It took us 4 minutes to get that done. Not too bad at all. We can skip all of this. And then we are just going to head back to camp now, and we're going to head back to the smithy, so I'll meet you back there. So we are back at the camp. We're going to head straight over to the smithy, and we're going to have a look at that sword that we mentioned as the item we were missing. So here we go, weapons, long sword, and then you can see right here, the weapon we were looking for was this one. We can do that one now, and we're going to have to go ahead and look at the next item. So we can see there, we've managed to craft this weapon now. And it only took us about 4 to 5 minutes to get this done, and that's just another item unlocked, ready to go. We're going to leave it for now so we don't need it, and then the next one we can have a look at is Firestone, and then obviously Dragonite Ore, or we could go straight away into this and give ourselves a really high electricity sword, which we will actually go ahead and do. I'm going to do that now. And there you go. There you can see it right in front of us. And then we can just go ahead and equip this to our main weapon. And now we've got ourselves a brand new primary weapon. And then we can have a look at some next things we need. For example, this one we don't have yet. And that's essentially how you're going to go ahead and make your way through. And it's the exact same for armor as well. As we head over to armor for you. What do we need for the next set here? So we need another Dragonite Ore. More of those and Firestone. So we'd have to go to a specific area for those. You see here we can get this one done if we wanted to. Get that crafted. So you just basically go ahead and gather all those. And that's essentially how you are going to do this as you make your way through. Any questions, comment down below. And if you are new to the channel, smash the like button, subscribe. We've got lots and lots of more content coming out. You can see here we're getting ourselves a lot more materials done the longer we go through. Another helmet here.